friends. Now I'm going to the National Library of India, and this is the huge complex surrounded by greenery all around. There are a number of buildings in the library. Sorry, in the complex, and I'm standing now in front of the National Library, Jatiyo Granthakar, and this is the most unique place for the students, for the readers, and for the researchers. Okay, you need not pay any registration charge after taking online registration number. You have to present the library for the library card, and the authority maintains their work very efficiently and systematically. So there are various types of reading room in the library, and some special seats are reserved for the researchers. So this is very unique place. Those are fond of study and book lovers must join the National Library of India, and a very valuable place of India. The origin of the National Library uh, is traced to the former Calcutta Public Library, and it was established by the editor of Englishman, and he opened it to the public in 1836 as the proprietary Calcutta Public Library. Okay, and after that, it was the first Lord Curzon who conceived the idea of opening a library for the public, and he took note of two libraries, and so it was formed by the amalgamating of a number of secretariat libraries and imperial libraries. So Lord Curzon opened the Imperial Library to the public in 1891 with the intentions that it should be a reference of libraries, and it should be a reading place for the students, and it should be a permanent depository for the future historians in our country, and in which everything written about India, and that can be seen and read at any moment. Okay, so this is the National Library of India, huge building. It has a British architectural infrastructures, and there are a lot of a number of buildings, but right now I'm standing in front of National Library of India. And to preserve the physical and actually digital copies of historical archives, and to maintain the intellectuals outputs, and of course to offer the resource-rich environment for the researchers, our government had established the National Library of India. And actually, when Lord Curzon opened it to the public in 1891, our Bengal government offered the privilege to ask any book free of cost, and government accepted it. So, to the first step of enlargement, towards the collections of the libraries was taken when the Imperial Library actually took 333 volumes from the Library of the Congress, and after that, in 1947, the Imperial Library had a collections about 3,55,000 volumes, and after independence, the Imperial Library was renamed by the National Library of India. Our educational ministry, Abul Kalam Azad, opened it to the public in 1956 officially. Okay, so it is a premier and cultural heritage of our country. It not only protects our manuscripts from the chemical and physical and chemical degradation, but it also ensures the world's collective knowledge that remain accessible to the future generation of our country. So it acts as the legal depository of the public wards and solidifying its status as the national importance. So I'm very glad to have present here. This is the National Library of India, huge complex, huge, and the very peaceful place. And I hope that today you will enjoy my videos, and I'm very happy to be a part of these institutions. And thank you very much.